Hello and welcome back to BIPL. You're joining us in the second match slot of the day. We are staying in Div 1 and I think we've got a cracking game ahead of us. We are watching JaffaPadawan, Miles, Lynxie and Hendo. And I am joined on, I can't remember which side, by Cenas. How you doing?
Keenus.
I always get it wrong every time.
It's okay. I am good, Doc. How are you? It's been a long time now since I've been on the caster desk, but it's good to be back. It's good to be involved in Trackmania again. I had a bit of a hiatus there due to college and work, so but we're back now and better than ever.
Good to have you back. I think the last time I cast with you was probably Beacon Season 1, possibly?
It could have been. It's been a good while ago now.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm doing all right. I am recovering from COVID, so energy levels by the time I get through to the 9 PM slot could be dipping. I'm being propped up by a beer at this moment. So yeah, any predictions for this game?
I not really sure how it's going to go. I feel like Hendo, of course, has a lot of skill. He's of course going to do well. But from what I'm hearing, Lynxie is also doing pretty good too, so he could kind of shake things up a bit and give Hendo some competition. So it's going to be interesting to see what actually happens here today, I think.
Yeah, Lynxie beat Boz last week. I think a bit of a surprise for everyone. A welcome surprise. It's always good to have some new faces doing well.
Of course.
So yeah, I my money is possibly on Lynxie today. I think Lynxie, Hendo, Jaffa, Miles. I think, although Hendo not massively trained as far as I know. So we'll see.
I think I would probably go Lynxie, Hendo, Jaffa, and Miles as well.
Sorry, Miles. Apologies.
It's only because I've never heard of Miles. I mean, he must be good. He's in Div 1. So
yeah, he's someone who I think has probably done a lot of his improving while you've been away then.
Yeah.
So I remember playing with Miles, I think back in EMC season 4 or 5, I think. And then since then, yeah, he's improved a lot. I believe he plays for Molotov now. So yeah, good result for him to get up into Div 1. But yeah, I think
like you said earlier, it's always nice to see new faces in Div 1 as well.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. And someone who we've seen every season in Div 1 but has never quite managed to push it all the way to the top is Jaffa. So I'm excited to see if he can improve anymore based on his previous seasons. But I think we are...
And back in my playing days, I do remember playing against Jaffa, and he was always just a little bit better than me. Well, a good bit better than me, but it was always kind of fun to test my skills against him in the matches. So it'll be fun to now to see how much he's improved, if he can hold his own in Div 1.
Yeah, I mean he's always been a solid player, but yeah, it's I think we are just waiting on Lynxie. We are waiting on the golden boy to make an appearance.
The man himself.
He's now late for his game. I think probably we will skip to go to the actual map that they're going to be playing first. I think nice for them, get some actual practice in. While I try and fish out our missing player. He's currently offline. Oh no. Don't tell me.
Not a great start to the match, but we'll figure it out.
Have I actually given him the Div 1 role? Can he see this? Yeah, he can. Okay. Oh no. Alright, Christ.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, there he is. Jesus. Right. We'll skip map again around to the starting. That was a close one.
Only 2 minutes late, but we move.
Yeah, we'll let him off. We'll let him off. right. So, I believe the map rotation for this week is Mr. City to start off with, and then bottle of water, and then finishing on Shane, the Kerberos and Asa map, or Asa and Kerberos. I believe Asa did the route, Kerb did the scenery on it. But yeah, we'll be starting on my map, interestingly.
We can get some good insight now into how this map works.
It's driven significantly better than I expected it to be. Well, based on what I can do. Right, I'm just going to check if the players are ready. And then we will be on the way. Yeah, in case you are just joining us now, it was mentioned sort of before the break, but Matt P and Darklight have both split off into C and D streams and are covering different matches. So if the match that you're after isn't on the first or second stream, then take a look at what they've got. Yeah, but I mean, hopefully you'll stick with us, because I think this one's going to be a cracking one.
Yeah.
Miles is ready. We've got one person ready. Hendo wants 2 minutes. Okay, we've got 2 minutes of yapping.
That's great. I think we can fill 2 minutes of yapping.
Okay. Say that. My brain is instantly emptied as soon as you've said that.
What are your opinions on the Game Awards nominations, the Game of the Year awards?
Have they given them out, or is it just nominations at the moment?
I think it's just been nominations at the moment.
Okay.
But there are some games there that I didn't agree with.
Oh, right, okay. I want Balatro to win as much as possible.
Oh, yeah, I absolutely.
That is the only thing that I care about. Oh, man, it's...
I thought it was a bit strange that the Elden Ring DLC got nominated as Game of the Year.
Yeah, there were a couple of DLCs in there, weren't there? Yeah, Shadow of the Erdtree was on there, and then I think there was another one as well. Like, I can kind of understand it, because it is like quite a lot of content, but it's not a full game, is it?
No.
And another thing was that 2 of the nominations for the best narrative are ones that are like remakes of things that were made in like the early 2000s. Seems a bit, I don't know, like there's a lot to choose from, especially in like the indie game sort of sphere that would have fitted the bill. But I mean, I'm not saying that Silent Hill 2 doesn't sort of deserve it, because it's great, but yeah. What about you? What do you think? What would you like to see win some awards?
To be honest, I've only really seen the Game of the Year nominations. I haven't looked super into it, because I saw the Game of the Year nominations and didn't really want to look at the rest of them. Black Myth Wukong, I think, got a nomination, and from what I've heard, it wasn't anything special.
Yeah, I think it was pretty average.
I say that it was bad, but it was just a regular game.
Lynxie is ready, so I think we are about to get underway. If I can press the right button. We are off. Okay, we're off. I figured out how to get the servers working. So yeah, we are going to be... Hopefully this will work, and we will be staying on this map. Hopefully. If it goes to a loading screen now, I'm going to be very worried. Oh no. We're back on the same map. Okay, good. Thank God for that. These servers, man, I have no idea how they work. Black magic to me. But yes, we will be starting with a 1.5 warm-up. Just need a little bit more filler. Need a little bit more filler. But yeah, I mean, I'm just so happy to see Balatro get so many nominations, because it is like, it's like crack. I've been playing it so much, like on my way to work, on my lunch break, on the way home. Really? Alright. It is good. It's
I dumped a lot of hours into it on my PC, and then once I started back in uni, I bought it on my phone.
Oh right, yeah, I forgot that. Yeah, it's up for best mobile game as well, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, just maximising that like crack addict revenue. But yeah, like I got it on the Switch, and when it's portable, it's like really dangerous. It's just
Yeah. I've
you
been
can just
meaning
take
to
it
the Steam
everywhere.
Deck as well, and I feel like I'm going to have the same problem. I'm just going to be playing Balatro on my Steam Deck all the time.
What's Jaffa getting here? 56 flat. So I think for Div 1 times, I think around about a 55.8 or a 55.9 is probably a good rounds time. I think world record is around about 0.6, 55.6.
Okay, so we're looking at high 55s, low 56.
Yeah, I think we'll probably see a couple of 56s win rounds just to start off with, get a bit warmed up, and then I think we'll see a couple of people probably push on into the high to mid 55s. And our first round is underway here, I believe. Yes, I was looking at the stream rather than the game. So into this dirt, grass, and then dirt. And then you've got to push the inside line here to get it nice and straight over the plastic. No one gets any airtime as far as I can see. And it is Lynxie and Jaffa up front. Lynxie taking the lead here over this next grass section.
Hendo battling Lynxie on the plastic. It takes over.
Yeah, Hendo with a much better line into the grass. Lynxie has to overcorrect quite a lot, and he's going to get snacked here by Jaffa, I think. All of them push the dirt quite nicely. I think Hendo had to release a little bit into the grass. Jaffa's going to get a really nice section, line through this grass and take a lot of speed into the drift. But he doesn't convert it. Hendo goes a little bit wide, gets a little bit bumpy, and Lynxie could take this here. Oh, pushes that last bit really hard.
And Miles only 1,000 behind JaffaPadawan there as well. Almost like third place. And we get a 55.9 in the first round as well.
Fair enough. Straight into the 55s.
Yeah, that's setting the precedent now for the rest of the game, I think.
Yeah, statement of intent there from Lynxie. I'm sorry, just the car skin is absolutely horrifying. Who's that who's hit the
big
flag?
Crash from Jaffa.
Jaffa.
And it looks like he's going to be out of the round. Out of this one.
Yeah, into the downhill sausage drift. Lynxie has to pre-drift slightly, which allows Hendo to get a nice flat line and take the lead into this plastic section. But Lynxie gets a slightly better line through it, and then neck and neck.
It looks like Miles crashed as well. 4, so that leaves Hendo and Lynxie battling it out for the -0.
Yeah, it's a 2-horse race. Who's going to get a better line out of this reactor?
Oh, they're so close.
Into the last true drifts. Lynxie with the no slide.
Crashes. And a beautiful end from Hendo with a 55.8.
It's a good time. It's a good time. So Lynxie drops down to 96. Miles and Jaffa on 83. Well, we've got two sets of two. 2 on 83, 2 on 96. Could it be that we're going to see two distinct battles appearing over the course of this match?
I think it might be a bit early to call it, but we'll see over the next couple of rounds how it plays out.
Oh, Jaffa slightly over drifts.
Yeah. And once
Miles
again,
seems to be struggling here.
Lynxie and Hendo are neck and neck. And they're getting a better exit.
Hendo's on a good run here. Nice straight line through the grass.
Lynxie is not giving up though. Goes very wide there and gets a lot of speed, but looks like he's just too far behind there to catch up.
Oh, a 55.7 from Hendo. Wow. A nice time from him there.
Yeah, and even Lynxie with a 55.9, it's still a pretty good time.
Yeah.
But Hendo was just faster.
Yeah, it seems like Jaffa and Miles just can't quite get the pace together on this map. I don't think either of them have posted 55 yet. 56 is sort of 56 mid from Miles, I think, has been his best. Hendo with a great drift. A lot of speed. Gets a little bit of regrip on the inside of that grass. And the two are neck and neck at this point of the map again.
Miles and Jaffa are battling it out at the back as well. Although they are still keeping up, they're not very far behind. Small mistakes from either Hendo or Lynxie could mean Miles takes first. But
yeah, Miles might get
Miles
Hendo
almost
here.
sniped Hendo. It was very close.
Slightly slower round.
All right, Doc. I think that was a pretty good first map, and I think it's kind of set the tone for the rest of this game.
Yeah, I mean, we have got both players. Well, all two sets of players on two different identical scores again. We got 2 on 66 and 2 on 92. There's a real rift opening up between the two. I think maybe just not preferring that map. We'll see if they can sort of pull it back on the next couple of maps as we head into this is the Lynn map, bottle of water. An interesting map. Interesting. Some slightly unconventional sections, I think. In particular, you've got this sort of penalty sand into outside dirt into a water section here. That's very awkward to not just fly out of or sort of lose grip on the next section. And then a strange inside drift there where it's very easy to drop the gear. But all of them seem to be doing it fairly well on this warm-up. Well, some of them seem to be... Oh, Lynxie's did the finish on the warm-up. Well, hopefully he doesn't do that in the rounds. But, yeah, I mean, this is one that had some very close rounds last week. And in the games I watched previously, earlier on today, there were a couple of close rounds on this as well. So, yeah, I'm hoping that Jaffa and Miles can start to claw back some of this deficit that they've accumulated.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see now how Netherlands won this map. I would like to see some more competition between all four instead of there being two groups of two, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean, you never know. Miles has got a very wonky line at the start. Straight away finds himself around about 0.2 down, 0.3 down, while the rest of the pack are up fighting through this first drift. Lynxie not with the best speed out of it. And Miles could catch up with Lynxie here through the penalty reactor section. Just slides a little bit on the exit and loses a bit of speed.
in first place. Jaffa was a bit wide there on that drift and allowed Hendo to catch up a bit, but still somehow ahead.
Oh, Jaffa's so close to the wall there. I think maybe he touched or had to release. Hendo's going to take the lead. Although I think he's dropped the gear. Lynxie's going to take the lead from him.
Touch there.
Oh!
7,000.
Jeez, a good round in the end. A good round.
Incredible.
I don't think that's the best time we're going to see. I think Jaffa was possibly on for a sort of a 0.5 there. Before that mistake out of the dirt. Goes wide on this drift. I think he's looking to get a bit more speed into the uphill dirt. Is it going to pay off? It's roughly equal. The whole pack close together here for possibly the first time all match.
Yeah,
See if
I'm
that
not
will
sure who to
last.
spectate here because everybody is also close. Although Miles taking a bit of airtime there and losing a bit of ground.
Yeah, and then doesn't go too far outside on the dirt either. And Lynxie and Jaffa fighting it out here at the top. Seems like this
very
map
inside
is...
there, lost a lot of speed.
Oh, Hendo drops the gear. Oh, Jaffa touches on the outside. Miles is going to pick up a very lucky second place.
He's going to be very happy to see that for second place, I think, too.
Yeah, definitely. Happy to see Jaffa pick up that -10. That's unfortunate for Jaffa. He looks like he's got the pace on this map compared to the previous one. And this is one of the seeding maps that was out, so he's possibly had a lot more time to... well, he has had a lot more time to practice on it. I'm not sure how much time he's had to practice on the new map. But yeah, he was looking a little bit shaky on it, which is a shame because we'll come back round to that, and it could end up being decisive, depending on how many points he loses through the remainder of this map and into the Asa and Kerberos map. So Lynxie in the lead here through the penalty grass. Wide on the sausage drift. No one gets too much... Oh, Lynxie got a bit of airtime.
Yeah, it looks to be a very tight kind of map as well. There's not a lot of room for error.
No, if you're really pushing it, it's tight. But luckily, I think a lot of people in Div 2 are going to enjoy it as well because it is quite a fun one. It's quite lenient if you want to like release and sort of go a little bit slower. There is sort of the capacity for that. But yeah, at the same time, if you push it hard, it's tough. It is tough. And we are going to go into the last round on this map. Could be wrong.
Saw 59-3
yes,
from Lynxie in that last round as well.
And,
yeah, he's still on 92 points.
Oh,
and
he's just hit.
I think
He's just hit the
there a bit.
Could we see a first round victory for Jaffa here? He's in the lead, but challenging Hendo through the penalty. Only 0.015 in it. Jaffa seems to go too wide on the sausage there. And the front three are relatively
pressure now from behind as well.
Oh, Miles slides out through the water, and Miles is
Lynxie overtakes Miles as well.
Yeah.
It looks like Hendo is going to take up first as well. Just 0.2, 0.3 ahead of Jaffa.
And a 0.3. Whoa, it's a good time. Lynxie's still with a little bit of a gap down to Hendo. He's lost a little bit of there with the -8. Nope, whatever it was that he lost then. But yeah, only 8 between them now. As we head into Shane? Who knows?
I assumed it was Cheyenne, like a dog.
Yeah, that was my immediate thought as well. Yeah, but I have no idea where Asa got his name from. And who knows? Yeah, fun little map. I think probably the hardest one of the pack, personally. It took me a while to
certainly looks it.
figure it out.
When I played the maps, this one took me I struggled the most on my discovery on this map.
Oh right, okay, yeah, when I was testing it, I think I did too. To be fair, there's a couple of bits on it that I just couldn't wrap my head around. But yeah, I think once you figure it out, it's not too bad. I'd say this is also probably the most sort of traditional comp style one out of the whole pack. I mean, the mime one is just like crackhead mapping, but it works.
Yeah, the mime one is surprisingly fun.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it should be, but it is.
Yeah. And then the Lynn map is I don't really know how to describe it. I guess it's more like a modern comp style, I guess. I mean, this is modern comp style as well, but the Lynn one seems, because it's got all the reactor bits and bobs. And then water and stuff like that, whereas this is very much not run of the mill, but just like your box standard, but very nicely made box. I'm using all the wrong words here. It's a really good map.
Yeah.
Trust me. But yeah, as we go into our first round. Oh, Jaffa pushes the drift too much.
Third. Gonna lose a lot of time now as well because of the engine off. Allowing the other three to run away with it.
Yeah, and it's Lynxie and Hendo again finding out right at the top. Miles just sat 0.2 behind, ready to pounce. Whether we'll get the opportunity or not remains to be seen. Lynxie pushes the outside dirt more than Hendo coming into this final grass. Great line from Lynxie. He's going to say the win. 56.9. I have no idea what the world record on this is. Double check. .56.3 is world record.
Okay, so we could see some 56 mid, I think.
Yeah, I think that'll be what we'd expect to see. Maybe some 0.5s, 0.6s.
Maybe even a 0.4 if we're lucky.
Maybe. Actually, I probably should have checked what these guys' times are. Lynxie has a 56.598, so 56.6. Hendo has a 56.455. So if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be Hendo.
It's going to be Hendo.
Yeah. But I think Lynxie could just sort of consistently put in good times. Because it's not like Hendo's shown that pace at this point, really.
Yeah.
But is Jaffa in the lead into this final drift, although Lynxie pushes it very hard and is going to pick up the win for that. 56.8.
Jaffa only 700s behind though as well. So he wasn't too far off.
No. Jaffa also has a 56.5 PB. So pace-wise, they're all very, very similar. It's just going to come down to who can most consistently hit that sort of time, or at least in that ballpark. And at the moment, it seems to be Lynxie. Miles has dropped down to 18 without us realising, and Jaffa not far behind on 21. Could be some decisive rounds in the next few rounds.
I don't think we'll see this map again in this match.
Possibly not.
It remains to be seen.
If it was, we might. To be honest, we're entering the realm of having to do maths, and that is never going to end well.
Yeah, no.
I think on the last game that was cast on here, they got each of them 2 times round.
Yeah, they were doing some quick maths on the last game, and I was deciding I'm not doing any maths on this cast. I can't.
No. It's good we're on the same page. I too would like to avoid doing maths. So Jaffa and Miles both down onto 11 points there, with Miles picking up the 3rd place. And we could see on the next map, we could see one of those, or even both of those, go down into last chance. We could see an elimination next round. I think Jaffa probably struggled the most on Mr. Say, which is the next map in the rotation. When that comes back around, Jaffa 0.4 behind on this round. I didn't see what happened to him, but he's got a lot of work to do here.
Miles is pushing very hard here as well. He's keeping up, although we did catch a little bit of airtime coming off that pool border and fell a little bit behind, but still managing to push. But he will be very happy to not be receiving a -10 on this round.
Yeah, definitely. It means that he does move down to. Oh no, we said we weren't going to do maths. Oh, he moves down to 4 points. So
unless he comes
anything
first
except
next
a
round,
win will drop him down. Yeah.
Into last chance.
Yeah. So Jaffa guaranteed anything but a win. Oh, actually, both of them need a win. Both of them need to win, or they're in last chance.
This round.
Yeah. So we could very well see both of them down there if we get a Lynxie Hendo 1-2.
I think we could see a double last chance now in 2 rounds' time.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, I would be surprised if possibly we lose both of them on this map, as this was one that they both seem to, well, maybe not struggle so much, but they didn't seem to be able to challenge the top two, perhaps as much as they have on other maps. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, even on this warm-up, Miles seems to be struggling to keep up with Lynxie. Although, I say that, he has just moved into first minute. But yeah, can't go by warm-ups. You get all your good rounds out of the way in warm-up, and then just absolute dog after that. So.
Oh God, it's a universal experience. So
yeah. But yeah, I mean, Lynxie, pretty commanding lead at the moment with 81 points. And then Hendo next down in 62. I think there's possibly a lot of people who are wondering if Lynxie's victory last week was a bit of a one-off fluke type thing, but it looks at the moment like he could fairly handily dispatch Hendo here, which is no mean feat. So I think he's possibly proving himself in this tournament. We will see. We could see a different BIPL winner for once. And we go into the first round on the second rotation, back on Mysticetti.
Yeah, no.
Lynxie's flown off too high on the little quarter pipe thing, and it just lobs you off.
Jaffa looks like he had a small crash as well. So I think it looks like we're getting double last chance after this round. Unless Hendo makes a big mistake here.
Hendo makes a mistake.
Yeah, I don't think Hendo's going to make a mistake now. He's proven time and time again.
Oh, there he goes.
No way. God, what just happened?
I think he went too wide on the drift. And Jaffa got second, but still into last chance. God, what a round. Good round.
Full of drama that round was.
Still not a great time. So Jaffa into last chance, and he's really got to step it up on this map.
Yeah, we could see a Jaffa push now here. I think.
I was getting a little bit of airtime on that first sausage. Drops right down. But yeah, all eyes on Jaffa.
He seems to be doing well with keeping up with Lynxie. As Lynxie crashes. So I think Jaffa might be safe for this round. Although in saying that, we saw some mistakes.
But, now he's going to get the victory he needed last.
If Jaffa has hood on, I'm sure he is safing as hard as humanly possible right now.
See how he takes this last drift. Very safe. Yeah. Miles picking up a second, so he is also going to drop into last chance, and we do have a double last chance coming in.
I think Hendo's mental might be a bit shaken up right now if he's getting mad.
I just ate something wrong. I don't know. I didn't even see where Hendo crashed. What was it that he hit?
I'm not sure. I think it was a transition onto a different surface.
Right.
Looks like he's proven me wrong now. He's in first place, and looks like he's pushing hard to keep the first place.
Yeah, Miles is 0.4 behind. He's really got to push here through the last couple of drifts, or rely on a mistake from someone else in this final sector now.
Yeah.
Oh, Lynxie goes quite wide. Wonky line.
Lynxie.
Don't think it's enough for Miles though, and he is unfortunately eliminated in 4th place. So, can Jaffa survive?
Oh, it's MSR. Okay, I recognize the name MSR.
Oh, did you not realise?
No, I didn't realise.
Yeah, name change like 4 or 5 months ago now? Maybe more? Yeah.
But anyway, now we go on to the last round of Doc's map. Mr. Seti.
Oh, there goes Lynxie.
Take on.
Jaffa spared again.
Safe for yet another round. As he goes very wide on the penalty section, although Lynxie is 5 seconds behind, so I think if Jaffa doesn't decide to drive into a wall here, he should be safe.
He's just driven into a wall.
This caster curse, man.
I don't think Lynxie's got the speed for it to catch him. No, he doesn't. Oh my god.
It's like 3 times now I've caster cursed it.
Oh god.
Back onto the Lynn map. Bottle of water.
Bottle of water. Yeah. What? Okay, Lynn's in-game name. I have no idea. But okay, sure. Yeah, and this is one that Jaffa could contend on, so he could survive longer than we were expecting.
Yeah, I think he could. And the points repetition has changed now as well, I'm pretty sure.
It has, yeah. So, we also, without realising, Lynxie has dropped into 2nd after a couple of dire rounds.
Oh, I see. It's only a 1 point difference, so I think first and second place is going to change hands a good few times over this map.
I think so, yeah. I can't remember who it was who did better out of the 2 on this last time around. I think it was Hendo. Or maybe not. I don't know. My brain is not working. But yeah, Jaffa did okay on this one last time around. Tried to push the last drift too hard on a couple of rounds and clipped the outside wall on the final drift a couple of times. So I think that was the main mistake we saw from him. So he's just got to keep his head here. Just not be last, which is easier said than done against Lynxie and Hendo. So, as we go into the first round and possibly last round for Jaffa on a bottle of water.
So the points repetition has changed to Doc.
You're asking the wrong person here. See, I could open admin settings and see, but I would break something. Lynxie's hit the wall on the drift.
We'll find out at the end of the round anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Although
Jaffa is going to be spared again.
if Jaffa keeps it up, oh well, there he lost first place, but he was contending there, and if and Hendo crashes and Jaffa's taking first place, I don't know what's going on here. But someone on last chance getting first place makes the points go a bit strange as well, I think. Because
yeah, they lose quite a lot. They don't. It's not the -10s anymore, but everyone loses points. Well, except the person who's on last chance because they can't lose anymore. But yeah, -6 and -9 Hendo.
So I guess it's -3, -6, -9.
Sure. I can't remember. I think so. Yeah, I think so.
I mean, it's going to change in a couple of rounds anyway, but we shall see.
Oh, Hendo!
No.
Clipped than a full crash through the start section. Jaffa's going to be spared again. This has been quite an impressive run from him.
Yeah.
I think this is like 6 rounds on it now. 6 rounds on last chance.
And he's doing a good job of getting the others to just bleed points as well.
Yeah. I think while he's been last chance, Lynxie's gone from like 60 or 70 points down to 39.
So he is still
Gets the dirt nicely again. And he's going to pick up a second place. Just takes it easy through the final sector.
Oh, it's -2. Okay. Now we have the full picture.
269. Okay.
But you know, I think Jaffa is probably making a smart decision not to push for first place. I think as long as he doesn't come last, you know, he's happy.
Yeah. He's just got to take it easy. He's just got to relax, and he'll be all right. Well, possibly. Possibly. I mean, you're still going to drive really fast, but yeah.
I mean, we're on round 3 of 4 here, and in both round 1 and 2, we've seen major crashes from everybody.
Hendo's to the outside. And Jaffa's safe again, presumably. Unless he throws away a 5-second lead.
Although Lynxie seems to be doing a good job of overtaking around this area.
Yeah. So I think there's some sort of smooth steer shenanigans that goes on in the
water, of course.
Yeah. It's always in the water. Yeah, Lynxie's going to pick up another round win here, and he is, fairly comprehensively built up that gap between himself and Hendo again.
Yeah.
Hendo down onto 19, Lynxie on 35. When Hendo came into this map with a 1-point lead, and we go into the final round on it, and I believe we are going to see Chain again. Or Shaney, or Chain, or the Asa map.
That's the best thing to call it.
Yeah. So
here we are now on the final round of what seems to be Jaffa's favourite map in this match so far.
Yeah, he stepped it up from the last rotation as well.
Yeah.
Very
he's doing a good job of holding on to first here as well. So we might see him hold on until the next map as well.
Everyone but Hendo with a little bit of airtime off the sausage. And now it is all to play for, only 2,000s between all 3 of them. Oh, there goes Lynxie.
And Lynxie slides.
I take it back. There's more than 2,000s between everyone.
Although Jaffa crashes.
Oh, no!
And it looks like we're saying goodbye to Jaffa.
Ah, it was a good run.
It was a very impressive run, I think. He stayed alive for so long.
It has 6 or 8 rounds. Last chance.
Somewhere in that, yeah. Incredible focus from Jaffa, though, for managing to play well enough for stay on for that long.
Yeah, I mean, got Hendo all the way down to 17 points from like I can't remember how many it was on, like 50, 60. So yeah, really good run from Jaffa there. The finish line was in sight of reeling Hendo in, but yeah, just couldn't quite convert it, and it is down to a mano-a-mano battle here between Lynxie and Hendo, but Lynxie with a bit of a starting bonus here of however many points that is.
Yeah,
12 points.
12 points. That's a decent lead. But once again, the points repetition has changed, so it could be a bit of a misleading lead.
It is 4-8, I believe. 4-8, I think. So it'll be 3 rounds before Hendo can get into last chance, I think.
This is too much maths for me, Doc. It's been a long couple of weeks in college.
Fair enough.
But yeah, now we are going into the final few rounds. I think we're going to end up going into another rotation. We'll see another map here, unless Hendo just completely loses. But I don't think we'll see that happen. And it looks like we're having small issues here with casters, so it is just myself for the minute. But hopefully I can fill some time. But Hendo looks like he's taking a decent lead, 0.1 ahead of Lynxie here. And if I remember correctly, I think Hendo was pretty dominant on this map in the first rotation. So the points difference might not make that much of a difference in the end. I think once we get to the end of this map, it'll be a lot closer. But Lynxie is doing his absolute hardest here to catch up to Hendo, to get the -4 instead of the 8. But it looks like he clipped something there, or dropped the gear. Going safe in and allows Hendo to take first place. It was a pretty good round for the first round of the map, and hopefully now we can see some more rounds like that, some exciting rounds. Because the winner of this match is going to be decided soon. Neck and neck coming out of the first section. Lynxie taking a slight lead on the plastic. Hendo with a slightly better line though, it looks like, and manages to catch up. And Lynxie touches the wall, allowing Hendo to take a big lead. Looks like Hendo is getting another -4 instead of the 8. And that points gap is once again looking an awful lot smaller. But it looks like Hendo will be going into double digits now. He will be on -9. Lynxie on 13. So I think if we see one more Hendo win here, it's going to become very interesting. Because then we could end up seeing double last chance as we go into the next map. But it all depends on this round. If Lynxie can take the victory, Hendo is at 1 point, and there's a lot of pressure on him going into the last round of the map. And Hendo has crashed. It looks like Lynxie is taking the victory for this and staying a bit more ahead. 8 points of a difference now. which means Hendo is really going to have to pull up his socks here for the next couple of rounds to try and get the victories here if he wants to win. Final round. Hendo is on last chance, going on to the next map, but Lynxie takes an early crash. That could be huge, because that could mean we're going into the next map with Hendo on last chance and Lynxie on 1 point. Still early in the map though, a lot of time for Hendo to make mistakes or Lynxie to catch up. But either way, I think the next round is going to be very interesting. And it was in very clean lines. Lynxie still a bit behind, but might be catching up. Went very outside on that dirt. Crashes the pole, and it looks like Hendo is going to take the victory here, putting Lynxie down to 1 point for the final round. We go back to the start of the rotation. Lynxie taking the safe in. No need to risk it, I guess. And now we are back to Mr. City. This is the third time we're seeing this map now in this match so far. Fortunately, we do not have Doc here to commentate on his own map for the final 2 rounds. But, you know, I think if Hendo can do well here, I think it'll be his win. If he can get the momentum of winning the first round and putting Lynxie on to last chance, I think he can put out the victory in the second round then. But in warm-up they seem pretty close, pretty evenly matched. As we saw from the last couple of rotations of this map, they both were pretty well matched. But, you know, it's hard to judge how the rounds will go from the warm-up. And 30 more seconds before it's decided. Right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We're on first round of Mr. City. We're on the third rotation of maps here for the final 1 or 2 rounds. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens. It's going to be an intense round. As we see Hendo taking an early lead, but Lynxie manages to catch up and overtake going through the checkpoint. Taking some different lines going through that drift, but still pretty evenly coming out of the exit. Lynxie taking a slight lead with a better exit and entry into the plastic. Hendo is very close, manages to get a way better line through the grass and overtakes coming into first. But, you know, there's still a lot of this map to go. Hendo with a bit of a not so great exit, allowing Lynxie to take the lead. But we've seen a lot of mistakes on this turn before. Lynxie went kind of wide, allowing Hendo to catch up as well. He overtakes and Lynxie crashes. Hendo gets first, meaning we are going to second round. Double last chance. Alright, this got very interesting. The winner is going to be decided here. Lynxie with an early lead. Going a bit more inside on the dirt. Hendo's still very close. But it looks like Lynxie might have some better lines here. But they're neck and neck. 200s between them going through the checkpoint. Completely even going through that checkpoint. And Lynxie crashes. And I think that's a GG for Hendo. Wow, what a fantastic last round. Yeah, GG to everyone for that match. That was a great match to watch. And I think Lynxie is going to be very disappointed with his performance in the last couple of rounds there. But yeah. All right, so I think we'll jump on a break right now. There's Doc's chair and myself, and we will jump over to break now as we set up the next match, the final match of today.